Okay, have you seen this ROMA framework? It's all about building recursive multi-agent systems. Sounds mind-boggling, right?
Yeah, I just read about it. The idea of hierarchical structures to tackle complex problems is fascinating. Where do you think it's going next?
Well, it suggests breaking down tasks into parallel components, making agents work simultaneously, like teamwork in a coding dojo.
Exactly. But doesn't that assume all tasks are easily divisible? Some problems might require a more holistic approach.
Totally, but I think their recursive task decomposition helps tackle even the tricky ones. It just keeps breaking it down until it can handle it.
Right, and I love the concept of the atomizer that decides if tasks can be executed directly or need planning.
Wait, seriously? So the framework basically figures out if it should jump right in or take its time? That's genius.
For sure, but what happens if the initial classification is wrong? Do we risk falling into a recursive loop?
Great point. I wonder if there are checks in place to prevent that. Maybe an additional validation step would help.
That could be crucial, and the transparency it offers makes debugging easier. Can you imagine troubleshooting recursive calls?
Exactly. Plus, that means developers could see what goes wrong at any step because the whole process is traceable.
That's such a good feature. It reminds me of error tracking in web development, where you need to monitor each layer.
Speaking of layers, the performance benchmarks seem impressive too, right? I mean, they measure against tough datasets.
Yes, the SEAL0 and FRAMES benchmarks sound intense. But do you think these benchmarks really capture real-world applications?
That's interesting. Lab tests often don't translate perfectly. They might miss nuances of everyday problem solving.
Exactly. And if the tasks get too complex, can agents even collaborate well? There's always room for error.
But what I find exciting is its community-driven nature. Users can customize agents and improve them collectively.
Do you think that could lead to chaotic development, though? Too many cooks in the kitchen.
That's a real concern, but if managed properly, it could foster innovation. Open source thrives on collaboration.
Right, and look at those pre-built agents. They seem like great templates for newcomers to get started.
Exactly, like the deep research agent that breaks research topics into phases. That's a game changer for academics.
For sure, but I wonder how reliably those phases are handled. Does anyone monitor their effectiveness?
Good question. They probably need some user feedback for continuous improvement. That's vital in software, right?
Absolutely. The self-improvement cycle in agents is critical. If they don't learn, they're dead weight.
And the integration with different LLMs is brilliant. It opens up choices for developers.
Definitely, but I wonder if that leads to compatibility issues. Will every provider play nice with others?
That could be the catch, but I think the unified interface helps. It gives some hope on that.
True, and if this whole thing opens up to more users, we'd see diverse agent creations.
Yeah, I'm curious what unique solutions people will come up with. The potential seems limitless.
Totally, but there's a fine line between innovation and chaos. Anarchy in code creation could be a worry.
I love that thought, but it might also lead to some groundbreaking discoveries, right?
That's true, and the critical question remains. Will the community guide it positively or spiral out of control?
Good point. Maybe it needs some governance to channel creativity while avoiding pitfalls.
Definitely. Perhaps a council of experienced developers could oversee it. Balance makes all the difference.
Exactly, wrapping it all up, ROMA is powerful, but how it evolves depends on the community.
Couldn't agree more. I'm excited to see where it goes next. What will be the real test, I wonder?
For sure, let's keep an eye on it. The possibilities are just beginning to unfold.